Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the podcast. This is episode 56. My name is Chris and I am joined tonight by my very best friend, James D. Downey, as we are here on the 12th of July.
Just the 12th, Chris.
Yeah, just the 12th. Maybe not a big number for a lot of our foreign listeners, our foreign-based listeners.
Oh, yeah. It's the biggest number of the year, though.
Biggest number of the year here.
That doesn't make any sense.
No.
Biggest number of the year. Biggest day.
But a big day here where we come from. It is the...
Just the 12th?
Centenary of the 12th.
It's the 100th anniversary of the 12th of July 100 years ago.
It was the 100th anniversary of the Royal Air Force there during the...
Also was, yeah. Red 1 was on Radio 1.
You what?
I thought that was pretty cool. Like, you know, the guy who's flying the
oh, yeah.
The rocket ship.
The rocket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Red Rocket.
Yeah, 100%. Red Rocket Diner?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you for joining us on what is episode 56 of the podcast. It is the 12th of July.
We've kind of been over this.
Do you know on the last podcast I introduced it as the 6th of June, not July?
Oh my god, I didn't notice that.
I didn't pick up on it either.
One of our keen viewers did, and
they
wrote in and they actually give off serious think about it.
A lot of hurt meals.
They were temporarily displaced. They were in June for a moment, and they couldn't cope with that.
No.
Soft bath.
So yeah, thank you for joining us. It's the weather's taken a bit of a turn this week.
It has, surprisingly.
It's not that it's cold. It's just not the kind of weather.
It's not sunny. It's cloudy.
You notice that we tend to go to the weather a lot now.
Yeah, that's because we've run out of things to talk about.
It's because we're Irish, so we're obviously going to go to the weather first. Like.
Whether good or bad, we're going to complain about the weather.
100%.
Yeah, that's all we got.
In here, there's it's either way too hot or way too cold.
In here, we have no idea what the weather's like. No. There's no windows in this place.
This would have been a good vault.
This could continue to be a good vault. The way he says that there, you may have noticed that we're not going to be in this place for much longer.
Oh yeah, right enough. Yeah.
He said this could have been.
Yeah, some big news coming up about the fourth closure of the...
The fourth closure?
The fourth closure of the coming... Studio closure.
Last week our studio was in transit.
Yes.
That's how we described it. And now it's settled again.
Now it's settled. We're back in it, just in a different location.
Yeah.
It's the travelling studio.
We moved it.
Yeah. I think we normally go into our weeks now, don't we?
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah. We're all thrown off because we're back in the studio.
Yeah, it's weird.
We're not at a table anymore.
This is what I said. I like sitting around the table before the where you're focused and you don't have to worry about getting comfortable because you just you're at a table.
You can't be comfortable at a table.
That's it. You just have to stick with it. You know? It's like eating your dinner. You're never comfortable eating your dinner.
No, never. No, it's the worst part of the day.
The worst part of the day. So we're back. Tell me what you got up to on your week off.
I didn't have a week off, Chris.
Oh
yes. So
where am I away?
I haven't a fucking clue. Your big week off.
Tell me what you got up to on your week.
My regular week. My
regularly programmed our previous podcast.
Week. We did our last podcast on a Friday. We watched some football. We've seen Belgium beat Brazil live on air.
Yep.
But it wasn't live because the podcast didn't go up to 2 days later.
Yep.
That's irrelevant. Then what did I do? I just took another really, really quiet week.
Nice. Yeah.
My ones came back from España.
That's right.
That's Spain.
That's Spain for all you non-culturalists.
They came back from there. We had a big barbecue for my dad's birthday.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, was it your dad's birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, class.
It was the old fella's birthday, yeah.
Brilliant.
So we had a wee barbecue there.
Was barbecue nice?
It was grand. Went to Monaghan and got I think I got 21 burgers and 20 odd sausages and some kebabs. Or not kebabs, what do you call them? Like chicken skewers, what do you call them?
Yeah, kebabs.
Yeah, kebabs, that's what I said, kebabs. And some peppered pork chops.
Brilliant.
Got a lot of stuff.
My God.
And then not a lot of people ate much.
Really?
As it turned out.
Oh God.
But I ate plenty. And
what day was this? Was this on the Sunday?
This is the Sunday.
Brilliant.
It was an
good day for
actually, yeah, it got really, really good then, actually, afterwards. But it was kind of, we're talking about the weather again, because we love it. So I did that there, Chris, and then I had to go all the way back up to Belfast.
Yeah, how was your week up in Belfast day?
On Monday morning. Well, Monday was actually pretty good. Work was shit, as per usual.
That's because Monday's not the worst day of the week.
As we discussed in that's 2 podcasts ago, we discussed.
Was it not the last podcast?
No, the last podcast we talked about fasting and stuff.
Oh yeah, we did.
Man, we're just fucking firing out these podcasts.
I know,
trying to keep up.
We're like the Joe Rogan experience, which I have to point out, D.
Right.
I have noticed, right?
Oh, you can throw some shit at Joe Rogan.
No. Throw some fucking shit at our followers.
Damn.
Since we started saying that this was the home of the Joe Rogan Experience.
Right.
I have noticed 3 separate followers of ours on Instagram have now started putting up in their stories that they're watching the Joe Rogan podcast. Not once did they do that beforehand. Now,
are we trendsetters?
I mean,
is that what we are?
I'm not jumping to conclusions here, but there's a good chance we may have heavily influenced the popularity of the Joe Rogan podcast.
That's three people confirmed. There could be
confirmed
thousands more.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
Who are we to say?
if these people were watching it beforehand, but they certainly didn't mention it. And I'm just like, why could you not give a wee shout out to Xite Gaming while you're at it?
They're like, just started watching the Joe Rogan Experience. Thanks to Xite Gaming for pointing this excellent show out.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, and we should probably be getting royalties from Joe Rogan for those supporters, I think. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know about the legality of that, but I think we should definitely talk to somebody about that. I
mean, do you want to?
He stole watchers, viewers from us.
Do you want to do something here? Do you want to see if it actually works? Will we call this a little experiment?
Right.
Will we now start trying to set a new trend and seeing if any of our...
Yeah, I know. Well, I know what trend we can set.
Okay, what's that?
Subscribe to Xite Gaming on YouTube. That would be fucking a superb trend.
I think we need something that either people will watch or do or something, and then we can...
A trend. We create a trend, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
On the spot.
Yeah. It could either be a new podcast or a TV show or something like that, and we'll just see if people pick up on it.
See if people pick up on it. I think that people...
I mean, we're really into Fallout right now.
We are really into Fallout right now.
We could see if that
Fallout
takes
merch.
off a wee bit.
Go play Fallout.
Yeah, you should go play Fallout. And you should definitely put it in your Instagram stories.
Yeah, and you should say Xite Gaming recommend Fallout. I'm playing Fallout. Any of the Fallouts, 3, 4, New Vegas, the original one.
No,
2,
honestly though, Fallout's
Tactics.
an awesome game.
Yep,
a really awesome.
It's on Game Pass as well. If you have that thing,
is it?
I think so. Yeah.
Class.
Cool. And Fallout 76 is coming out soon, so get yourself on that fucking hype train. Choo choo, motherfuckers.
That was just something I noticed in recent weeks, and I meant to mention it last podcast. I didn't. I bit my tongue because I was just like, I want to give people the benefit of the doubt.
What?
But since that was whenever the third listener put up their Joe Rogan Experience podcast.
Oh,
just happened to be watching.
Yeah.
Oh, such bullshit. Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes the influence we have is dangerous, you know, because we could recommend the wrong thing and get people in trouble. But no, we stay the lane. We hold the lane.
Yeah, we're going to table that discussion
on our podcast table.
Yeah. Get back to your week.
I haven't a clue what I was talking about.
Get back to your week. Monday was going well.
Yeah, work was shit.
Okay.
Work was shit, but like work has been really shit this week. I don't know. I think I'm just I think I want to be outside doing things. I don't want to be sitting inside working. So it's kind of everyone's getting a bit of that there. And a lot of people are taking their holidays now at the minute as well. So
you taking any holidays at the minute?
No. You thought I had a week off. I didn't.
I genuinely thought you did.
Yeah. No, I haven't got no holidays planned.
I'm going to take a week off. I'm going to take it middle to end of August.
You're just going to take a week to have a week off?
Yeah.
I love that idea.
Yeah,
I think I might do that as well.
Yeah, you should.
I've nothing planned. I might just take a week off.
Our weeks off
right now.
We
can go away together.
I know.
Wednesday night I had boojum.
Oh,
didn't finish my boojum.
Oh my god!
I had a bowl, Chris.
Well done.
I had a bowl.
They're filling.
They are filling. They're more filling than the wraps. I recognize that. I'm okay with that. I can live with myself.
But what about the boojum 10,000 calorie challenge?
Man, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be so tough.
Yeah, having that week to fully experience.
You need to eat like 6 bowls, 7 bowls to hit
what?
that. Nah, maybe less, but close to that. But I also had Tim Hortons chocolate.
Chocolate. Get yourself a Tim Horton chocolate right now.
I had a hot chocolate Tim Hortons, which is still my
Use
favorite.
discount code Xite Gaming, get 10% off your Tim Hortons chocolate.
Just go up to the cashier and say Xite Gaming, and she'll know what it means.
Yeah, you get 10% off.
A cheaper hot chocolate.
Brilliant.
Had a chocolate.
Yeah,
and some Timbits.
Oh yeah, you get Timbits.
I did, sir.
Good. I'm looking forward to getting back up to Belfast myself for another wee
couple of little
Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons. Tim Horton, here's a who. Sicker loves that.
He hates it so much.
He hates irrational hatred. And then like I just work. I watch the football.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the games that we played. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about those now.
We're talking about the football.
Oh yeah. Do you want to talk about football first, or do you want to talk about games first? Let's talk about Let's talk about the football in the news.
Okay.
Let's.
So I watched the football. What should hear more about in the news?
Let's talk about. Tell me about some of the games you've been playing this week, D.
Christopher, I have been playing really only one game. Well, I mean, you could count Pokemon Go and Fallout Shelter as games, which I've been still tipping away at. Yeah, for sure. Fallout Shelter, I'm up to 54 dwellers.
Jesus Christy.
Yeah, I'm only doing it about 10 minutes or 20 minutes a day, but I'm racking it up, Chris.
Are you breeding to get the people?
I'm doing breeding.
Or are they just coming? Are they just coming to you?
No. The majority are being bred.
Yeah.
I get like probably one a day from the radio, from just like attracting them that way.
Did you build a radio thing?
Oh yeah. For sure.
You see, I haven't got that far yet.
You should build one of those, Chris. They're good.
I've only just got my overseer's office built so I can do the quest.
I don't do the quests very much.
I don't really like them because a lot of my people die.
They're harder. They're pretty tough. Then because the combat is so ass.
I know, and then I got to spend.
They stand there for like 10 minutes doing nothing, and then they like shoot like a bullet.
Yeah, and then it's like bloop, you get a wee fucking like critical hit or something. Then mole rats are
just cunts.
Yeah.
Oh, so whoops.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. The studio is being burnt to the ground.
Yeah, we're writing all this off. Yeah, and then I played Horizon. That's the game I'm playing that you have assigned me to play 10 hours of. I think I've probably.
I'm glad at least one of the three of us is doing that.
I think I've hit my 10 hours.
Well
anyway, but I'm going to continue playing because I'm really, really enjoying it.
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it now.
Good.
The only thing I don't actually like about it, it's not even I don't like about it, but like maybe my least favorite part about it is the machines.
Really?
They get a little tedious, kind of. I'm more often than not, I'm just avoiding them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They're not. The first time you encounter them, they're really fun to fight. And the new machines, because I know there's more and more you can discover. I'm gonna get better when I discover more of them.
Yeah.
But
I get what you mean. They kind of just become a thing that's there, and if you can't avoid them, you will. But when you have to fight them,
you will.
They make for a pretty cool fight. Yeah.
But no, what I'm really just loving about it is just like bouncing about to different areas, getting different quests and assignments, and seeing different parts of the world.
Yes.
And it's just a good like feedback loop. I just feel good when playing it. Reminds me very much so of God of War in that respect.
Yeah.
Of just like I'm not even I know the combat's really good in God of War, but it isn't even what sells the game for me. It's just exploring that world and getting around and just finding all the new places.
Where all have you been to then in Horizon?
So I've like now escaped or like I've left the Embrace.
Yep.
And like I've got like the whole right side of the map unlocked.
Nice.
And I've went up to I think the bandit camp at the top. That's where I'm at the minute.
Brilliant.
To clear it out.
Right.
But I've been doing like you recommended. I've been doing things as they're assigned to me. So I've done like a couple of hunting grounds. And I've done.
They're good to get them kind of because you learn valuable skills in those. That you can take with
things. Yeah, like things you just they're like essentially tutorials.
Yeah.
They're good to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, really enjoying it. Yeah.
Have you found any of those? They're not llamas, but they're like. I don't know why I thought they were llamas. They're like effigies. Like there's like 4 of them I think in total, or 5 of them in total.
No.
Dotted about the entire map. They're just like a little shrine, just hidden like way up in like the most like remote parts. It usually takes a big climb to get to them.
Right.
They're really cool.
Okay, I will definitely try those. Yeah. I've talked to people and they've been saying like, oh, there's like a mysterious thing here. Make sure you don't go there because it's dangerous. And I'm like, I'm obviously going to go there. Yeah. But there's a couple of things, still plenty to explore. I'm just really enjoying that. Good. And then I'll have to like clear some corruptions before I can get to the next part of the map.
Yes, the corruptors are fucking.
Are they tough?
Have you not fought them yet?
No. Oh, the corruptors. Yeah, I fought a corruptor. Yeah. But there's like these areas that are corrupted.
Oh yes. Oh, they can be tough. Yeah, they can be.
I'm pretty happy just to stay in the area I'm in and sort of.
I went into one area and I had like 2 or 3 corruptors in it, and there was just a load of guys and just like a pet almost, and it was so hard to to get them. But yeah, it's a very satisfying kind of thing when you do it. So
I think I'll be happy enough to go rank up and get better weapons and then try and take that on.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I tried to play a bit of Fallout, but I just didn't have the motivation for it at the time. I was just so tired. I'm very tired this week as well.
Yeah.
Taking
it out of you.
That was just kind of it. I didn't have a Domino's this week.
Oh my god!
I should have had it instead.
Oh, different.
Yeah.
Nice mixer upper.
Boneless banquet, and a mini fillet meal.
Solid.
Solid.
Mini fillet meal.
Yeah, because you know, like a bonus banquet nearly fills you, but doesn't quite.
Yeah.
I was like, I got a mini fillet, like 2 mini fillets and chips as well. It's like, yeah, that'll do it. That'll hit the spot.
What made you go for the KFC? Just
because I was like, just to change it up a bit. I'll get Domino's next week. Perhaps. Probably.
I've wanted the Domino's for a while.
Yeah, no.
Still haven't got one.
I need one every week, like.
Yeah.
Essentially.
I'll eat on the rescue boat.
But that, I think food wise, that's all. I hit all my targets this week, Chris.
Good. Still doing your fasting?
Yeah, I'm not very strict by it, but more or less still doing it. Yeah.
Good. I
Broke
had
it today by
I had a
accident.
quiet week.
You've had a quiet
You
week.
have a monster sitting there, by the way.
I know. I'm going to turn into that any moment now.
I was going to talk about monster. I don't know why, but I just seen
Great.
it now. I had a quiet week. So we did the podcast on Friday. Then I worked in a horrible weekend of work. So I worked all day Saturday. Finished at like 8 o'clock. Came home. Was that the French game? French Belgium game?
It was the first game. Wasn't it Tuesday?
Oh yeah, no. I don't know what I was watching then. I don't know. Came home anyway. I finished The Last of Us.
Oh, you did? Ungrounded?
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh my god, D. Right.
Tough?
Yes and no. I watched this guy that does speedruns, and he came up with a solution for getting through the hospital. And I am like, how the hell did you figure this out? Because it literally involved me running this path, right? And like the path's a pretty good path to take, right? But there are certain points where you're sprinting and you literally have to take your finger off sprint for like 2 seconds and then sprint again. If you don't, they will just annihilate you. And if you do, they don't see you at all. And you're like, how did you figure this out?
Fucking hell.
Like in the 2 seconds, obviously like the guys have like their back turned.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. So
and
you're
then,
just at the right speed.
And I'm just like, how many goes did it take that guy to get that right?
Speedrunners, though, are so dedicated.
He's so good. So that kind of got me through the hospital. And then the last fight was pretty intense. I forgot like how many great pieces there are towards the end of that game. It's unbelievable. Ellie's big kind of moments with David when the steakhouse is burning down, her like big kind of kill.
Yeah,
it's just like holy.
God, so long since
oh my god, it's so good. It was so good, D, that I just went straight into New Game Plus, Grounded Plus. Yeah,
holy shit,
I want to go at it again.
This is the game that you said was like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I didn't like it at the start at all, and I still stand by that. The opening right through to like, I think it's like the fall chapter. It's until you meet Henry and the other guy. I just find it like kind of monotonous, like just dragging slowly in, so you're kind of just doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah. Stand by that, and I found it again. And I was like, oh, I didn't really enjoy this.
But it picks up.
But then once that happens and the story just starts hitting you like really hard. It's just like, oh my god, this is great. But yeah, I thought about it, D, and like I really enjoy playing games that just absolutely drain you emotionally, physically, mentally. I love games that ruin you for other games, basically.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I came out of The Last of Us and I was just like, I do not want to play anything because nothing's going to live up to that for about a week or so until it's out of my head.
Yeah,
you know,
like
I love playing games like that. Horizon did that for me when I finished it. God of War was quite similar like that, only it didn't last as long. Gears was like that, every single Gears that I finished. And now like The Last of Us has done it, and I'm just like, wow.
Fuck.
So logically, the only other game for me to go into this week was Fallout 4.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Started my survival game. Started it again, from scratch. Made a new guy. Looks pretty badass. I'm bald. Got some shades. Got a nice beard, kind of rugged beard going on. Was going to play as a female character, and then I was like, no, I'm just going to play as the male.
I've actually done the female character in Fallout.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's tough, D.
Yeah.
It's so tough. Like,
what are you playing on?
Survival.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. So is survival like hardest difficulty plus all of like the survival
hardest difficulty plus you have to,
or can you do like survival but on easy?
No.
Oh, it's
survival is everything. Hard. Right. Yeah. Because I'd heard so many people going on about the forums and stuff like about how this is like the way that Fallout should be played. Like this is the ultimate Fallout experience. I was like, cool. And the whole eating and drinking and like all that aspect of it is brilliant. Like it's really, really cool. Like if you use a stim pack, you become dehydrated from using medicine. So you got to drink, but you can't drink dirty water or else you get sick.
Yeah.
And the only way you can cure that sickness is either by sleeping or by finding a doctor, getting antibiotics and stuff. The only way you can save your game is by sleeping.
Yeah, that's a fucking big.
You can't sleep on a dirty mattress for more than 5 hours. You have to, you know.
So you don't get like the full rested
thing, and then your endurance slips and your perception slips and things like that. So it makes for like a really kind of challenging experience. Like, but so far so good. I've been killed a lot by mines.
Oh, I hate mines in that game.
Just like you just run out of here.
Yeah, it's too late then.
Next thing your arms off, your legs off, and I'm like, the worst thing about it is you have to go. you have to go right back to where you last slept.
Yeah, that's fucking brutal.
like,
but I guess the next time you're going through, you're like, I gotta be fucking careful for mines.
I was.
So you learn.
It still blew up again and again and again. Ghouls I've killed pretty okay. Mole rats I've killed okay. You know, boat flies.
Super mutants. Have you encountered those yet?
No, God, no.
They're
Haven't
tough
no.
bastards,
Ghouls were pretty tough. Mole rats. I killed a legendary Deathclaw. The first Deathclaw you come up against in Concord with the Minutemen.
Oh yeah,
was a legendary one. So I was in the power armor, so I just stood inside the building, and he just like got stuck in the window, and I just like opened fire. Dogmeat was out biting him and everything, and I was just like, Dogmeat, get in here. That was pretty cool. Not doing any of the Minutemen stuff at the minute. I'm literally going through the main quest to get it cleared up as soon as possible, and then I'm going to start deciding what factions I run with.
Okay.
Whereabouts I'm going to go.
See, on I actually never replayed that game, but my initial playthrough, I was like, fuck the main quest. I'm going to see everything in this world, and then I'll get back to it at the end.
See, I did quite a bit of that because I wanted the platinum the last time I played this. And I kind of like, I followed this guide that kind of had you playing all the different like side quests and stuff at once so you could get it in one playthrough. Yeah. So I've kind of done a lot of those quests. There's still some quests that I'm reading about now that I haven't done. Like, have you heard of the Silver Shroud?
Yeah. Oh, the Silver Shroud.
I've never
is
done
amazing.
that. Yeah, I can't wait to do it.
You get a costume with it, and I spent about a third of my game dressed as the Silver Shroud.
Can't wait to get it because it looks so cool. So there's so much stuff that I want to do and exploring that. But playing a lot of that. I'm playing Mario Kart. I lost my pen.
Yep, you did.
Played Mario Kart Switch again.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Chris. For fuck's sake, did you get it right?
What did I say?
Switch.
Oh yeah, Mario Kart on the Switch.
Get out. I want to buy a Switch, by the way.
Man,
I think the last 3 weeks in a row I've said this.
Like, that game's so good. Mario Kart in general is just so good.
Mario Kart, Super Mario Odyssey,
Breath of the Wild. And Skyrim.
I actually, mate, I'll probably end up playing Skyrim.
Because you can take it with you.
That's it, though. Yeah, you can take it with you.
When I first got it, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to play this. And I just took it with me and started another new game in Skyrim, plunging more hours into a game I've already destroyed.
You see what, it's kind of news, but not really, Todd Howard said during the week. He said, if you want us to stop porting Skyrim, you need to stop buying the game. More or less, that's what he said.
It's a very good point.
Yeah, I was that's a bit cheeky, and then I realized it's like, no, actually, they sold it in the Switch, and people bought it in droves. They sold the remaster, people bought it in droves. People wanted it.
I know, and it was funny because I seen one of the people I follow on Instagram, and she put up this lethal picture just of like the Skyrim map and her like the disc and a couple of different pictures, like screenshots in the game, and I was just thinking like, don't do it, Chris, because if you jump into Skyrim now, Fallout's got to suffer.
Oh
and
boy!
Like, and I so want to play it, I just want it. I want the sword and my shield. But that's something else.
Yeah, something else entirely.
Yeah, so I don't even know how I got onto this. So I worked the Saturday, and then Sunday I had the stock take, one of our quarter stock takes. And I was in the killer shift, so I did 17-hour shift that day.
17 hours?
Yeah. I started at, I was in there for 7:30, and I left work that night at just after 12:20.
I don't think that's allowed, is it?
It is allowed, yeah, unfortunately.
It shouldn't be allowed.
They ask you in your contract, like when you sign up, like, stock take will happen 3 or 4 times a year. Do you wish to participate, blah, 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 and you're like, yeah,
fine.
At that point, you're just happy to get a job.
Do you get anything else extra for your overtime?
No.
You just get extra hours?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell. Yeah. That's a rough experience. Did you at least have Monday off?
That was the thing. I was in the early shift Monday.
So
I went home, had 3.5 hours sleep, and came back in for 7 o'clock.
You just stayed.
You
should have just got one of you start camping equipment in there.
I could have just slept on the bed that we have on display.
You should have done that. You should have done that.
Man, I was like a fucking zombie. I was like, oh my god, this day just killed me now. I was just.
How many hours do you have to do the Monday then?
I did 7 to 4 on the Monday, so like 9 hours. So it was just like.
Were you at least off Tuesday?
I was off Tuesday.
Fucking hell!
And I mean, like, I think Ashton picked me up from work on the Monday, and we were supposed to train together, and I was literally falling asleep in the car on the way home. I was like, I can't even keep my eyes open. Got home, showered. We got a bite to eat, and then I literally just
collapsed.
Just collapsed. Like I put on Fallout, and I made my character. And literally, as the Vault-Tec like agent arrived at the door, I was just like, you know what, I'm going to bed. Don't have time for this.
Yeah.
So I went to bed, slept right through to like 11 the next morning, and was like, oh awesome. My god, yeah, very good.
That's one of the best experiences in life, though, is when you can just sleep off like a
brilliant, just
massive, deprivation.
It was like the most tired I've been in such a long time, and I was like, I don't even think being up all night, like an all-nighter, would leave you that tired, because you're not working all night.
This is it. You said multiple times. You've been edging on about this all night. I know. And I'm like, don't do it. It's never ever worth it.
Because I don't think like obviously I'm not working right through the night. I'm just sitting there. So
you still get tired though. And when you're sitting, it's gonna be so much worse. You're just like, I could just close my eyes.
I think I really want to do an all-nighter again, just to see.
Oh, you can do it, but I guarantee you'll feel it and you'll regret it.
I probably will feel it, and I probably will regret it. That's something for my week off.
You know, you're gonna lose a day for a week off after an all-nighter. Well, why not?
But that's pretty much it. I got a McDonald's during the week again.
Oh, nice. What'd you have?
Yeah, I had a couple of cheeseburgers. I had another chicken burger.
Couple of cheeseburgers.
Twisty fries this time.
Do they do twisty fries in the north, or is that just the south?
No, just the south.
That is like, they need that in the north.
I know.
Because those are awesome.
Well, I've never seen them in the north, but Monaghan
should
does
get
them.
those, yeah.
And I had a caramel frappe thing. Don't know.
Is that a coffee or is that like a
It's
McFlurry?
like coffee. No, coffee shake. I don't know what it is. My
Like
sister was getting
coffee?
one, and I was just like, I'm going to get that too.
Okay.
She claims that it's nicer than Starbucks one. And she's one of these like teeny boppers who runs about drinking those out of Starbucks, you know, when she gets the chance. And
Right.
But she thinks it's nicer. I'm just saying.
This is your...
Just saying. I'm glad Sinker's not here now.
Right enough, yeah.
Tables to be flipped.
Does he? I don't even know if he has mad strong opinions about Starbucks.
I don't think he does either.
He's kind of like,
I know he likes coffee, like but he also likes McDonald's.
Yeah, so yeah.
What else? That's pretty much it.
McDonald's should do hot chocolate. And then we'll.
Do they not? No, they don't. No. Do you know they've got rid of the caramel sundaes?
I didn't know
they're phasing them out and they're bringing in mini McFlurries.
Oh right. Didn't know they had sundaes. So
yeah, they're really good.
Oh, I better get one before they're phased out.
Getting rid of them, yeah. I know.
I had a crunchy McFlurry myself this week, actually.
Was it good?
It's good, yeah.
Don't really like McFlurries. Not a big fan of that type of ice cream. I love Ben & Jerry's ice cream.
Pretty good ice cream.
And that's the end of that conversation.
Do you like 99s? Like that ice cream?
Hit or miss.
That would be my, like, that's optimal ice cream for me.
Yeah.
That type of, like, you know.
Yeah, the whippy kind of.
Whippy, yeah, like, you know, freshly.
Yeah, freshly squeezed.
freshly squeezed ice cream. And then it would be like the Ben & Jerry's,
I
like,
love
rich mixtures of, like, just delicious flavors.
I love Ben & Jerry's.
And then regular ice cream.
I love Ben & Jerry's. Ben & Jerry's is so good. And Ben & Jerry's out in America where you go into the shops and they just have all the flavors and it's just like, what are you doing to me? I love that. But yeah, I spoke to Ashton during the week as well, and obviously we're going back to Florida in February, and I was like, is there any chance you could maybe get like an extra like 4 or 5 days off on holiday? And she was like, not a chance. Just with her work and stuff, she was like, not a chance. She was like, why? And I was like, really want to go to Boston.
Oh my god. To the Commonwealth?
I really want to do the Fallout 4 tour. I want to take the Freedom Trail. I want to see Diamond City. I want to see Bunker Hill. You know?
Diamond City. It's like, I don't want to see Fenway Park. I want to see
Diamond City.
Like, what do they do with all the stuff in the middle? Or is it gone? But yeah, I actually would definitely want to do that as well.
I know, right?
Love to see all that
because
shit.
Apparently it's a pretty accurate representation.
That's what I've heard as well. Like,
you know, you could see the Massachusetts State Library. You could see
you're like a Boston rep here.
And
all the sites to see.
I watched so many videos during the week about it, and I was just like, "Oh, this is so cool! I want to go."
I think Boston would be a sick city to visit as well.
I know. So I might just see if I can get us out there for like,
like a day.
Just a day to Boston. No, if
you
there's
could
like,
fast travel
if
up.
She's on like half term or something like that. There, I'll just be like, right, we're gonna go to Boston for a couple of days, just so I can do the Fallout tour. She gets a trip to Boston, I get the Fallout tour. You know, perfect.
And a trip to Boston.
Apart from that, kept up with the July 30 this week as well.
Yeah.
So the 30 best game. Well, my 30 favorite games in my collection that I want to show off. This week we've had such titles as. So we have the 2 Resident Evil games today.
So is it 31 then, Chris?
No. It's just because yesterday I didn't post because I wanted to do the 2 Resident Evils together.
Okay.
And because I was working all day and kind of forgot.
And you get made up for it by doing that today. Nice.
But I won't forget tomorrow. What else do we have this week? Fuck, I forget. We had God of War.
Yeah, you had God of War. You also had
I forget.
Breath of the Wild.
Oh, Breath of the Wild.
You also had, because I've been keeping up with them as well. I see them every day. I think you tag me in them most days.
I do, yeah, I do. I
so
tag you and Sticker in them.
I see them most days. That's 3 you had. So
yeah, but it's been a week.
Did you do The Last of Us? Was it before or after?
Haven't done The Last of Us yet.
Oh
no, I did do The Last of Us.
Yeah, you did do The Last of Us because the decomposing thing.
Oh, that's right.
I was like really impressed by that.
Thank you. Did you like the axe for God of
War?
War?
I love the axe.
Yeah.
I commented I love the axe.
I know, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know you do.
Excellent.
I'm trying to do as much as I can for the pictures, you know?
That's the question I had for you.
Mm-hmm.
The 30 games, are they decided, or are you kind of going day by day or like week by week? These are the ones
I have a lot of them decided because a lot of them are just my favorite titles.
Mm-hmm.
But there's wiggle room for about another so out of the 30, there's probably wiggle room for about 29. I know my all-time favorite game will be there, and that'll be the last one that I post.
Oh,
it's
awesome.
It's just there.
Oh, I can't wait for the build up to that.
Don't be excited about it because nobody else gets excited about this apart from
why wouldn't I be excited about this?
Because it's just my favorite game.
I know, but I want to see what your favorite game is.
Okay, well, I actually I can't even give the name of the person I talked to on Instagram today because it would just give it away completely. But this person is a massive fan, have a page dedicated to this game on Instagram. And I just seen they're now doing this thing on Instagram where you can ask people questions in their stories and stuff. And I just asked a question about this specific franchise and she answered it, and then we just got talking about this game, and we just got so in depth about this one game, and I was like, oh, that's my favorite game of all time. And she was like, no way. And I was like, oh. She was like, you never meet anybody whose favorite game is this. And I was like, well, here I am.
I want to know what this game is. I think I know what it is.
Yeah, I think you do. But so that'll be coming up. So keep up to date with that. Follow us on Instagram. Team
Prey. Evolve. Sorry.
It is Prey. No, it's Prey.
Oh,
I haven't played it yet, but it's my favorite game of all time. That's it, D. Pretty much. I have something more to talk about, but we'll talk about that a little later on. Week was slow.
I'm going to plow into that later.
Lots of work.
That seems to be the definition of our lives. We need to get this week off. Too much work. Too much fucking work. Okay. How about we do something different this week, and we follow up our weeks with the news.
Oh, that's unique.
Yeah, and different.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's new. Before we do so, I should say that you remember...
you have to
before we get into this, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, remember you can find this podcast and all of our previous podcasts over at Xite Gaming .com. Where is it right there just to go .com? Our very own website.
Oh, yes, indeed. Our very website, which we're getting rid of, by the way, because no one fucking goes there.
Do you go there?
No, you know we have a website. We mention it every week.
You can find all the podcasts over at youtube.com. Just search for Xite Gaming. Drop us a like on the latest, and if it's not too much trouble, please subscribe to the channel.
Yeah,
it would mean a great deal to us both. You can also find the audio version over at any podcast hosting service, including iTunes, Stitcher, and Podcast Addict if you're an Android user. That being said, let's talk about some news this week.
Let's set up the news. We got real talk this week, Chris.
Do you want to go with the kind of big news that kind of seems to be circulating?
The serious news?
Yeah.
The big news?
Yeah.
The good news?
Yeah.
Which is rare these days, of the football team in Thailand?
Yes, absolutely.
Trapped in the cave.
And they've all been rescued.
They've all been rescued, including the coach. So
it was great news. It was one of the biggest rescues we've seen in the last 10 years.
It's kind of like the Chilean miners.
Yes.
It's kind of like that again.
Exactly.
Except this is kids, so it's even another whole level of kind of like
I've been keeping up with it in the news and stuff, and they were fucking 2 miles deep in the caves. Like, what took them in there in the first place?
This is it. Like,
I heard a report that said that they went in to write their names on the walls and stuff. But how deep do you go 2 miles into a cave?
It could be just a thing. I mean, you go into the caves, and it's like, if they're like a local thing, you've probably seen
the first.
Yeah, you've probably seen a lot of it already.
So let's
just go. True. I mean, I can imagine us doing that. I can imagine we just want to go on a bit further.
When you can, you will.
It's kind of like we can get on down here further. We've plenty of time. Blah blah blah.
And then next thing,
I can see how it happens.
Floods come,
and I think as well the rising water pushed them further as well.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't...
They couldn't kind of come back. Yeah,
exactly.
It's a very, very scary experience. I mean, I've watched the video a couple of times of them
finding them.
Yeah, and it's just like they're just sitting in darkness.
They were there for like 11 days.
Oh my god!
Imagine not knowing for 11 days if you'd ever be found.
I know.
It's kind of miraculous. Like.
No, it's great, and it took them. It's a 5-hour swim.
Yeah,
5-hour buddy swim with a diver. And they were saying that the narrowest gap was 38 centimeters.
Yeah, so I don't think an adult diver couldn't fit through with their tank.
With the tank, they had to pass the tank through. Yeah. So, like, can you imagine that? That's scary, man. Knowing that, like, if anything goes wrong there, like, you're going to drown.
Yeah, unfortunately, one
diver did. Yes, I know.
So like, yeah, it was dangerous.
The divers that
fucking fair play,
heroes, man. Yeah, that's unbelievable.
I think there's like 59 like international effort people who all came just to fucking help.
Yeah, the world kind of came together. All over the world came together for that. Like,
I love it when that happens.
Yeah, it takes something like that to kind of just unite everybody into. Yeah. And it's not that it should take something like that, but it's good to see that it can be done when needed.
Yeah. We're capable of fucking being considered human beings.
100%. Yeah, so it was great to hear that because we talked about that in the last podcast and we said hopefully by the next one they'll all be out.
I was actually surprised that they were because they were talking about 2 months.
They were talking about giving them supplies to keep them in the cave. But I think they knew that there was more rains on the way. I mean, they're in monsoon season out there.
Yeah,
so
I think that was the right thing. I know it was riskier, but I think it's the right thing to get them out, you know. Because they're also at risk of like infection and stuff when they're in there, and it's not good to be in total darkness for like months. So
no,
that was excellent news. I was keeping up with that every day at work. Like I was getting updates. It's like 4 more people are out. This is excellent. I hope they all get it safe. And thankfully they did. Yeah, great news. So that was a positive.
Brilliant.
Reaffirms your faith in humanity type situation.
Oh yeah. The other big news this week, D, is that we finally found out last night that it's not coming home.
It is not coming home.
So this whole hype and fucking misogyny.
No. Don't think so.
Close?
Not really.
No.
Just a lot of bullshittery. If you're not from England, the last week was pretty unbearable.
Yeah.
In sports-related news.
in news,
I'm pretty sure. Let's face it. I'm pretty sure they were sitting talking about England's chances in the World Cup whilst fucking commentating on Wimbledon.
Oh yeah,
do you know what I mean?
So.
Like,
yeah.
Anyway, if you don't keep up with football, England lost their semi-final match against Croatia in extra time. They had a good enough chance of beating Croatia. I mean, that's a team that could have beat Croatia.
To be honest with you, D, I did expect them to beat them going in. I thought it was almost a sure thing that, like, you know, it's a strong English side. This was their best chance, to.
I think Croatia. To do it. I think Croatia just sort of had that maybe mental battle because they had done extra time and penalties twice at this point. Yeah. So whenever they seen this game sort of dragging on, they were like, we can do this. A lot of English fans would have thought and hoped maybe that they would have been very tired from those experiences. Yeah. But I think that's probably a benefit because they were ready to see out.
To be honest, I thought they would have been tired. And I think the turning point in that game was Luka Modric because when he started to turn it on and they started to spread the play wide throughout the field, they stretched England in that second half of extra time.
Yeah. No, the second half of the game, sort of England just didn't seem about themselves. It looked like Croatia's game. They got the goal. Yeah. And from that point, it kind of felt like it would be Croatia who'd win it.
Yeah.
Saying that, I wasn't surprised it went to extra time. And I also wasn't surprised that Croatia managed to win it in extra time. But had it went to penalties, that would have been very interesting because they just won. England just won their first penalty shootout ever.
Croatia won their 2 that they played.
Yeah,
in the
so
World
it would have been like so nail.
I thought it was going to go to penalties. Sorry, but
but
I mean, there we go.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, the English didn't make it. I like that England team.
I like some of that England team.
Yeah,
I like majority of that English team.
For an England team, I quite like them.
Oh yeah, 100%. And there's a couple of real standouts that have just been discovered in this World Cup. Yeah. So I mean that's excellent as well.
I didn't like everyone's been going on about it coming home for so long. I didn't like this whole media build up to it.
Yeah.
And I'm quite glad it's not coming home because 100%. If it came home, I would be leaving home because I couldn't live with that for the next fucking 3 years.
Yeah, I know. 100%.
4 years.
No, yeah. I mean, it sets it up for a good final as well, D. It's going to be an all-European final. 2 teams that...
I'd fancy France.
2 teams as well that I did not see at the start of this competition making it to the final. I knew France
were always in about
strong, but like I thought like Germany, Brazil,
exactly,
friggin'
but the big hitter Spain.
Belgium, Spain.
But they were all dispatched.
Yeah.
And somehow Croatia made it there. I mean, like a lot of people were saying like England had a good chance at this World Cup, but like you also think about it, like Croatia, like our team, you would never ever have put in like even lower than England at winning this World Cup.
Oh no,
and they've done really well to get to a World Cup final. So props to them.
Yep.
Making it through 3 injury time battles.
Yeah. Could you imagine if they make it through a fourth battle to win the World Cup?
It would be absolutely epic for them. And
I mean,
to be honest, I'd
hope,
love to see them beat France.
I hope they do beat France. Yeah. But I mean, if France win it, it's not like I'm going to be like, oh god, they're deserving.
That's a good France side, like French side.
Definitely.
Watching those players, it's really, really good as well.
Yeah, the World Cup's been good, D.
It has been. It's been a good World Cup. We've been treated this year.
Yep, 100%.
But that is it. That is, as you said, it's not coming home.
Nope.
And
it's not even close to coming home.
No.
Let me see if this will load properly.
I
have a bit of news here. The first official Switch portable charger is here.
What's a portable charger?
So it's a portable battery pack.
You can bring with you.
Switch, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Because we haven't had an official one of those yet.
Switch or Nintendo are so awkward with their charge. Things because we have remember the same at QCon we were trying to charge it using like just a standard USB-C adapter. It fit and everything, but like the Switch was just like nah, I ain't charging, bro.
So oh my god, the site can't be like what is it? Oh, I can play a dinosaur game.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that there. I will speculate wildly about the price of this component. Considering Labo was 80 quid and it's just cardboard, I'm going to say about £190.
£190 for a charger.
For this charger.
Shouldn't be too far off, D. Yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, it's good to have. I mean, Nintendo Switch is what, about a 6-hour battery life?
That's good in the first place, like.
Yeah. So
I'm not complaining about that.
I really wish this would load now because this is just embarrassing.
No, Chris, you've really let the side down here, Chris.
Let me see if I can get my other piece of news. No. My God, they're just static on the screen. Well, my other news, D, was that there was a giant, mysterious black sarcophagus found in Egypt.
Oh my God, I'm intrigued.
I know.
That's insane.
I know.
What is it, Chris?
The find of the tomb beneath the coastal city of Alexandria dates back 2,000 years, and it's completely puzzled archaeologists.
Oh, I'm so intrigued.
They found it beside a
cursed graveyard.
It's a head.
Surely.
What do you call that head? It's like a molded head. I forget the name of it.
Like a bust, like one of those things.
Yeah, there's a name on it as well. And again, my feed's not loading here. I thought I had it all ready.
Christopher is fucking amateur.
And my third piece of news, D, which is yet another good piece of news, is that a woman swallowed whole by a 23-foot python has been found undigested inside its stomach.
That's not fun.
I think it's just great news.
She's alive? She's fine?
No, she's dead. But she's undigested.
Oh, well then that's good. At least she's undigested.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Undigested. Her clothes were still intact inside this python.
It's awful, Christopher.
So apparently this tribeswoman did... Oh, I have this one.
Oh, wonderful. We're going to hear more about this.
On June 15th, a 54-year-old Indonesian woman was found dead after being swallowed by a 23-foot python. The night before, Tiba left her village to tend to her garden located about half a mile from her house. Her family reported her missing.
Rotten.
They reported, that she wanted to go and check in the garden because wild boars often destroy the crops.
Shouldn't have been worried about
the boars. She didn't return home by sunrise. Her sister went to look for her near the garden. They could only find some of her belongings, including flashlight, her machete, and her sandals. Soon, over 100 locals were worried about her. They launched a full search party. Then they came across a 23-foot reticulated python with a bloated midsection.
Was the python dead as well?
About 100 feet. No, the python was alive.
That's fucking raw.
So they killed it. They killed the python. They took it back and
cut her
out. And the chief of police identified her.
That's insane.
And then
that's awful though.
She
died.
She died. Yeah, she died. I think it's absolutely crazy though. That a python, a snake, can do that. I have the snakes. I have the. Do you want to jump back to the sarcophagus?
Yeah, I prefer that over the snake one. Anyway.
Okay, so this mysterious coffin is 104 inches long, 72 tall, and 65 wide, making it the largest that's ever been found in the city of Alexandria. It was discovered by an Egyptian archaeological mission after an ancient tomb dating back to the, is it Ptolemaic or Ptol? What's silent there? That yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Period.
Actually. It's like pterodactyl.
Oh yeah, okay.
Totally.
Was uncovered during a construction dig. An alabaster head. That's what it is. So you know the heads they got there. So it's like a mold.
Yeah.
Was found next to it.
Alabaster
It's
head.
made of black
Google
granite.
that.
The sarcophagus was found 5 meters beneath the surface of
Who
the
is it,
land.
Chris?
I don't know.
Is it Tutankhamun's twin?
I have no idea. The thick mortar between the sarcophagus and the surface indicates it has not been opened since it was closed around 35 BC.
Well, you know what they definitely do not need to do?
What?
Open it.
Exactly. This was my thought when I was reading this. I was like, if they open that, what the hell are they going to
What
release?
could the things that could come out of it, Chris?
Yeah.
None of them are good.
That's the picture of the sarcophagus there. Like, it's pretty intriguing. Like, that's a
Sexy.
big, massive black coffin. Like, you know. The archaeologists also discovered the alabaster head of a man, potentially representing the owner of the tomb. The find is to be considered extraordinarily rare, as other tombs have been plundered.
Is that grave robbing?
I mean,
it's grave robbing.
Yeah. At what point does it not become grave?
How many years do you have to wait?
Exactly.
1,000?
So
100?
if they wait like 200
10?
years, like 1,000 years, are they just allowed to dig up like our cemeteries and graveyards around here? And,
Is that like,
oh, you know,
in the name of science or history or something?
Oh, and back to the Switch if you want to do that.
Oh boy, we got it all. We got it all.
Announce the news.
Yeah.
Then we jump back.
So a Christopher Nolan film.
Yeah. So I watched Inception over the summer.
that has now influenced how we do our podcast. We're going to give all the topics and we're going to talk about them in reverse.
Or did I?
Or maybe I dreamt it.
The Office.
At least I dreamed I did.
Oh, fucking hell.
Fuck is right.
According to Nintendo, the console only lasts 2.5 to 6 hours long. But by now we've all heard of the horror stories of Switches getting bricked by third-party accessories. In short, these unofficial products would cause the software to malfunction.
That's fucking ridiculous, by the way. Nintendo are such bollockses about that.
Yeah.
Like, imagine making your like laptop shut down and never work again because you used an unofficial adapter.
Yeah, I know. All of this to say we need more Nintendo-approved accessories.
Bullshit.
Its new portable chargers additions to its popular Power Core line were specifically calibrated with a Nintendo Switch in mind. Both chargers allow you to charge while you play for optimized Switch and are optimized for Switch and have power IQs that you can charge other devices as well, such as iPhone 8X, MacBook Pro, and more.
Is it a backpack that? Because that is what we should invent. We should make the Xite Gaming Backpack Player Pack pack.
Oh, it would just be cool if we just call it Player Pack.
The player pack. And essentially, it is just a laptop with a massive fuck-off battery in it. Or not a laptop, a backpack with a massive fuck-off battery in it. And you can like connect your Switch to it and your fucking laptop and any of your accessories.
Yeah, that would be great.
And you could play a Switch like fucking 24 hours on a single charge. There you go, hey. That's how we make our money. And we'll funnel that back into the channel. That's how we're going to do it. I got news too, Chris.
Go for it.
I had this pretty interesting when I seen it. Far Cry 5, they did Vietnam DLC,
right?
Which was like not well received.
Okay,
it was pretty niff. But now they're doing, I think it's awesome, Lost on Mars DLC. So they're taking a bit of a change of course from
Why was the Vietnam one not well
America?
received?
Apparently, they didn't do much. Just changed the setting, reskinned it, and added a couple of whatever.
Okay.
Quests, maybe a couple of new weapons, nothing major.
Okay.
This looks a little bit more in depth. Like they got new assets and stuff, and hopefully new gameplay. Like I'm figuring Gravity's going to play into it a bit, jumping about and stuff. I really enjoyed Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
Okay.
Where they just they took the Far Cry gameplay, but they just removed it, the setting. They put it in a completely new setting, new story, new style, new everything. But they kind of kept like the core Far Cry feel.
Yeah.
They should do that with this. They should make this like essentially a mini game, like like a maybe a 4 or 5 or 6 hour game.
Yeah,
just nothing to do with Far Cry 5. Yeah, pretty much. But under the Far Cry 5 banner and using like that system.
Yeah,
they did that with this. I think it'd be really good. And I love space stuff. So
when's this coming out?
They've only teased it. I don't know if there was a date, but they have just teased it. It looks interesting. But not holding my breath because of the first DLC not getting great reviews. And also, Chris, the unstoppable beast that is Fortnite has launched Season 5.
Crazy, man.
And its new battle pack. And it just
It just keeps
doesn't
going
stop.
from strength to strength.
It just does not stop.
There's golf carts in it there.
Yes, they've added golf carts. They've made new. They've I like the way they've approached their like map design because like they've changed things.
Yeah.
Or like they've changed specific things about the map rather than like what PUBG does, like a new map and another new map. None of them work as well as the original map, which doesn't work that well in the first place. Fortnite are essentially refining their map by changing it.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. The creator, what was it called? It used to be like Dusty Dappo.
Oh yeah.
Dusty Dappo, and then Dusty Dappo was just like taken off the map, and now it is the Dusty Divot. So it's like it's regrown a certain amount. I think it's really cool the way they like evolve their maps and new areas have been added.
It's bloody brilliant, man. It's absolutely going from strength to strength.
Going to strength, and I'm never gonna play it, but
I just love seeing
keep going,
it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
get bigger, make it better.
I love seeing when something, anything, be it a product or a shop, a store, anything, when it just completely obliterates opposition.
Just when it knocks it out of the park.
Yeah. Brilliant.
I'd love to see more from Epic, not Fortnite, because I just can't love it.
Yeah.
Like everyone seems to love it. I just can't Fortnite.
Of course, yeah.
But
that's understandable.
If Epic's doing well, I mean, Epic made Gears.
Yep.
Epic created Horde mode essentially.
That's all we needed.
Yeah. And now they've revolutionized Battle Royale. So if Epic have the cash to keep doing what they're doing in another field, in another area, with another IP,
long, we're going to get something else.
Yeah, we're going to get something good. Incredible. And that's always good news because they're a good company. And let's see what they got for us, Chris.
Yep.
In the future. And I think that more or less wraps up what I got for the news.
I think that's more or less it as well for me.
That's all the news.
Donald Trump is visiting the UK at the minute.
He is, and there's protests.
Yeah. Why bother protesting?
I mean, it's basic democratic right, Chris. I like the protests because I don't like Trump. So
I do.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're allowed to dislike and like him. More interesting actually what's happening in the UK right now, and I think I absolutely love this kind of drama, is what do you call her? What's her face?
Theresa May.
Theresa May.
Is this her whole cabinet?
Her whole cabinet is just like rebelling against her.
Yeah, I know.
She had her like...
Why are they rebelling against her?
So she, for like months and months and months about talking about Brexit quite vaguely.
Yeah.
And talking about, we're going to do everything in our power and we're going to make a proper Brexit, blah, 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 blah. They finally sat down and agreed that this is what we have to do, to make Brexit work.
Yeah.
And it's like not what she said, because what she said didn't make any sense. And to be fair, she like took them all out to like some like estate, like where there's like no cameras and all this shit. Yeah. Sat down, fucking battered the thing out, made it workable, something sensible that might actually, work for both sides. Yeah. And then like her cabinet said, nah, actually I couldn't be fucked with this.
Serious?
Yeah, her Brexit secretary stood down. He was like, this is not what I wanted for the country, blah, blah, blah. And then fucking Boris Johnson, who's a fucking prat anyway.
Yeah, he resigned.
He resigned as well. So, like, essentially, I think they were trying to start a revolt so she would be put out. I reckon Boris Johnson wants to be top dog. I'd say that's why he did it. But I don't like Theresa May. I don't like that government at all.
Interesting.
So I like seeing when it essentially falls apart and you have them in Commons and they're all just like yelling at her.
Just yelling, here, and everyone's like, cheering. And
they just can't catch a break because I just love all that shit.
So when will this whole thing be resolved, or is there
God knows? That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just gonna be get fuckier and fuckier until like it happens.
I'll probably start keeping up to date with that now, because I know the bare bones of it, but I didn't know what was.
It's like it's March of 2019. That's Brexit. It happens. Something happens then. So like it's
one
like,
way or another, something's gonna happen. Yeah.
So I guess it's gonna get worse and worse and worse till then, and then it's gonna be like, well, fuck, we really fucked ourselves now, didn't we?
What are we gonna do?
Yeah. But
fair enough.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting as well. It's happening, and Trump's over at the worst time as well because all these protests, and he's even yapping about it as well. So it's just like it's a shit show, Chris.
Yeah, it is. We have front row seats.
That's it.
D, I talked to you a little bit during the week. We're going to touch on this a little bit tonight about well, we mentioned that recently, I know we're a bit behind the times, but Toys R Us closed down recently.
Yeah.
Shut its doors, done, dusted, gone, finito, goodbye. We talked about a little bit about shopping, about online shopping, and how obviously online shopping is just completely destroying the likes of Toys R Us, the Smiths, or whatever. And basically, we're just going to riff off of that here tonight because,
well, like this is it. there's businesses going out of business.
Yeah.
Companies going out of business because they cannot compete with Amazon, with other online, eBay.
Yeah, Amazons, the eBays. Yeah, absolutely. Online shopping is just becoming this. Like, I mean,
why?
Yeah,
that's what we can start with. Why is online shopping battering Toys R Us?
Right. Well, basically, let's think of it like this. The bare basic principle of this whole thing, it's cheaper.
Yeah, overwhelmingly, yeah.
It's cheaper.
On the whole,
it's cheaper to buy your products.
And it's simple because it's far cheaper for them to put all of their stuff in a warehouse, boxed and ready to go, rather than fucking dressing it up and putting it on display to make you want to buy it. Yeah. They can do that all on a website, which is way, way, way cheaper to like keep up than to rent out a building.
Than a store. Yeah. Then you have to employ people to keep the store.
Yeah, you have to employ people,
advertising on top of that, yeah. Oh, 100%.
So it can be cheaper online.
Yeah.
You can save money.
Considerably cheaper online.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And then that's probably the main reason. I think the second massive pro for online is convenience. You can literally you can go, I want to get
convenience is bliss.
You can go like, I want to get I bought a Fallout wallet recently.
Yeah.
I seen one at QCon and I was like, I want a Fallout wallet, but I don't like that particular one.
Yeah, you want like a high quality.
So I went online and I looked up and I could see about 10 different variants. I could see all the best prices for them and I decided I want to get that one. Yep. This is where cheapest, or it was on Amazon, so it was Prime. I was like, boom. Sorted. Whereas if I wanted to get a different Fallout wallet, I would have to fucking go somewhere in Belfast and find it. Yeah. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
Convenience.
Convenience like that as well. Like if you need something like that as well and you're sitting at home and like, for instance, I bought a new phone recently.
Yeah. Did you buy it online?
No.
There you
go. I didn't buy it online, but I used an online system to get it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. This is actually interesting. This is like...
But I needed a cover for it. And I was just like, I need a cover, so what am I going to do? Same thing as you, Amazon, next day delivery.
Whatever one you want, yeah.
So it's landing tomorrow.
That's it. Yeah, there you go, yeah.
Convenience.
Although, you have to weigh it up because if you went to the shop, you could have had it that day.
Yep.
But it involves going to the shop. So you kind of have to balance up, do I want it immediately or do I want it conveniently?
Well, then it comes back to our first point, the price.
Yeah.
If I went to a shop, I would have paid about 20 quid for it. I paid 8 on Amazon.
Yeah, this is it as well, you know.
So
I mean, like, there's still a reason to have them brick and mortar shops where you can go in and buy it. You're going to pay more, but you're going to have it now. If you need it now, you can get it now. And there'll always be a demand for that, but the problem is we're not going to have that option because overwhelmingly, more often than not, we're just looking about the cheapest. Yeah. So those companies, they're not going to stay in business just to serve the one or two people who need something like right now.
Like, I mean, how big is your shop going to be? You can't hold everything in a shop.
Exactly.
Look at the likes of Amazon. Like, look how many millions of products they have. Like, you cannot fit that into a store.
You need multiple warehouses all over the place. So if you went into a shop and you're like, I want that phone cover, they're like, I'll just check if I have it in stock.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, we don't have it. It's in the store in fucking, I don't know, Dublin.
That's like what Argos do, basically.
Yeah. You can have it tomorrow. Yeah. And it's like, well, if you do that online, they would go, yeah, it's in Dublin. We'll just ship it to you from there. Sweet. Yeah. You'll have it tomorrow. It's the same.
Yeah. Of course.
But then that, like 10 years ago, online was fucked by the whole delivery aspect. Because you had to pay, normally you're paying maybe like £2 or £3, depending on the size of the thing you're getting for post and packaging. Yeah. And it was like 3 to 5 days, like as standard. Yeah. Like, it's only recently like Royal Mail and all those guys have like kind of adapted and they're like, we can get it to you next day, no bother.
It's unbelievable.
Almost guaranteed you can have it next day.
How much they've adapted. Like.
And if you have Amazon Prime, it's free or it's £3. Like, it used to be £3 standard, like for shitty delivery.
Yeah. Now you're paying £3, you will have it the next day.
It's insane.
9 times out of 10.
So, you know, that has helped online sort of like overtake even further.
Completely.
Obviously there's some stuff that just won't work online. Like clothes shopping, you know.
Clothes shopping is a big thing online though as well.
Yeah, you can do it. And again, it's only recently because like the returns policy has kind of worked. Yeah. You buy something online, it doesn't fit. Most
places you have 2 weeks to a month to return it.
To return it, like,
which is unbelievable. Like.
But like for me, I know like it's just not worth the hassle.
If I'm clothes shopping, I'm obviously bar like
stuff you don't like, stuff like a shirt like that.
Yeah,
would you get that in a...
Well, I got this in Primark.
There you go.
So. But like like if I'm buying like like I bought the Gears of War jersey thing.
Yeah.
I'm obviously gonna buy it online.
Specialist stuff you have to get online. Yeah. But like if you're just getting like clothes for work, clothes for going out.
Obviously,
blah, blah, blah.
I'm gonna get that in the store.
You walk in the shop, you can try it on, you can see what it looks like. That's the benefit of having a brick and mortar shop.
Yep.
And sometimes it's handy to have people there to help you with like kind of returns policies and stuff like that.
What about the experience of the whole thing? Like,
I've never been sold on the idea of experiencing a shop.
Really?
Like,
there are certain stores I do think that you have to experience. Not you have to experience, but like, see when I go to get like DVDs and stuff, I love the experience of going into HMV. See, if I go to HMV online, I'm just clicking through and I'm just
you're probably not buying anything.
Yeah. Whereas see when I'm in HMV and I can physically pick it up and I'm like, that looks so cool. But this box set looks amazing. Yeah, you know, like I love those stores. Like I think that's top notch.
HMV is a weird one because it basically went out of business like 5-6 years ago. Yeah. But somehow it is like clinged on and now it's doing pretty well.
It is doing pretty well. Remember Virgin Megastores was there as well?
Yeah, well, it's gone.
Yeah,
so
it's completely gone.
Zavi's online only now.
Is it still going? Yeah.
It goes online. That's another interesting thing. Like how it works is like some companies have just decided we're going to abandon the shops.
Yeah, it's too dear.
It's not working. We'll move everything, put all of our resources into online.
Yep.
Zavi still does be cheaper on quite a few things. And they like I like what Zavi did because they have like exclusive box sets. I know for Back to the Future, I wanted to get it so bad. They have like an exclusive Blu-ray box set for it, and it's really cool looking. So I'll probably buy it someday.
I love that.
You know?
What do you call that other one? That German company, like Games. Remember you bought your Xbox from it.
Play.com.
Play.com.
Yeah, Play.com.
I remember buying stuff off of it.
I think it's still knocking about, but it's like called like some major chain has bought them out.
Yes, I did see that. Yeah, it's a big German chain.
Yeah, it's like Rakuten or something like that, and they own like a lot of different ones. I think they own Zavi as well. Actually.
Yeah, but what about the experience though as well of being like, say Christmas shopping for example, the biggest shopping time.
This is it. Like those brick and mortar shops need things like Christmas to survive. Like Black Friday, it's called Black Friday because it's the time of the year that the businesses go into the black, out of the red into the black. They make their money. Yeah. They survive based on that day. Like,
in saying that though, I do all my Christmas shopping online just to avoid it. But I still like the Christmas buzz.
Yeah.
I get too stressed out when I have to go and get all of my Christmas shopping. You know that kind of way.
I'll go Christmas shopping.
Bits and things
I'll go Christmas shopping for like a day. Yeah. I'll go for one day, and it'll be to get a couple of last minute things maybe.
Yeah,
I'm more so going just to get out and I like have a hot chocolate
in the Christmas. The festivities, that whole thing. Absolutely. But I will do 99% of my shopping online.
Exactly, I'm the same.
You know, it's just so much easier,
and you don't get flustered. You don't get like shit. Will I get that? Will I get that? You're kind of going, I would get that, but actually, when I think about it, I don't think anyone's going to get a benefit out of that. Stop you from impulse buying. Which is obviously the worst thing for these businesses because they kind of like depend on people coming in for one thing and then picking up like 3 others.
Window shopping, things like that. Of course, yeah.
That's it.
We talked a little bit before this about like, so the experience, so you can get like the good experiences and then there's the bad experiences. Like we've had a number of bad experiences over the years with
both online and in store.
100%. So you had a pretty bad one online recently with like, was it Lost or something you bought and they sent you like the wrong?
Yeah, they just sent me like bullshit. But I did buy it used, to be fair. So I'm like, I got it off eBay. It was used. Oh no, sorry, I bought it brand new.
But they sent you the
but they sent me it used, and like some of the discs were like from different collections and all. It was a Blu-ray collection of Lost. Yeah, I was fucking super pissed.
Yeah. Whereas had you bought that in a store,
I would have seen.
You would have been fine.
This is brand new.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll probably actually for Lost there wasn't much difference in price. In like HMV, I think it was like 50 quid, and I got it for like 45. So like £5, but in my head that was enough.
Yeah.
But in retrospect, it's like the hassle. It wasn't worth £5.
No, yeah.
I should have went into HMV and got it.
100%.
But sometimes your mind just goes cheapest is best.
Yep.
And it's not necessarily the case.
That normally the way my mind goes. To be honest,
yeah.
I've had numerous bad experiences. Like I talked about the experience, and I used to like game shops in particular.
Yeah,
I love going into. I just love the feel around them, the kind of buzz around them. Especially, you go in, there's that nice smell. It's just all these boxes.
You see all these like systems you want, and all these games you want.
Games you want, and things like that, and I love it. But I have been let down time and time again by game. Well, mostly game. I've been let down by CEX a few times, but I mean, I know what to expect with CEX. It's used. It's dirt. You know what I mean? You're getting when you're buying DVDs for 10p and games for 50p. You know what to expect.
True.
But Game, a pretty reputable company, like time and time again, have just fucked me over.
Yeah. I know, like we've talked about it on this podcast a bunch of times.
Selling on pre-orders without, you know what I mean? What the hell is?
I actually watched a really funny fucking Seinfeld clip today. It was like he went in, had pre-reserved a car or reserved a car. She's like, "Oh, we don't actually have any of those," and he's like, "No, you do. You have mine, the one I reserved."
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
No, actually, we give out to another customer. And he's like, "Do you know how reservations work?" She's like, "Yes, I do." I don't think you do.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
You can't pre-order a game.
Well, I pre-ordered a game
and then they sell it.
Paid £10 off it. They sold it on. Was like, "Oh yeah, you can have this one. It's already open, but it's still pretty good, Nick."
That's
it's a
fucking
store copy.
Yeah, that's ridiculous though. Like,
so that was the last experience I had with game. I haven't bought a single thing in game since.
Would you say you're boycotting it, or is it just kind
not that I'm boycotting it? It's just 3 times in a row I was let down by them. The one before that was I went into game. I was desperate to pick up Skyrim, and I know a lot of people don't really understand this. The mindset you have when you desperately want a game and you really want to get it and you see it there and it's just something that you really want. You want to have it there and then. I picked it up and I went up and I was like, "I want this." And he was like, "Yeah, hang on." He went away and he came back and he was like, "Oh yeah, we only have the VR version." I was like, "Why the hell have you got like 5 boxes of that sitting on the shelf?"
Right now.
I was like, I said that I remember I was furious. I was like, "Do you not know, like, what are you doing?" I was like, "Why get them boxes off the shelf?" He was like, "Oh, I'm real sorry about that, man." I was like, "Well, like,
it's no good to me." Like,
yeah, it's no good to me. Like, I came here wanting to buy this game. You should not have that on sale if you don't have the product. I'm sorry.
Like that's it.
And I forget what the
because like if you went online to buy that, it would have said out of stock.
Yeah.
I
forget what the one. Oh, the whole Gears thing that they did with us when we went to get Gears 4.
Oh yeah.
Are you having the midnight release? Yeah.
Oh,
we have it on. Yeah. We wrote to them that day. Are you having it? Yeah,
yes.
100%. Come on down.
We
came down.
It was shut.
Oh yeah, we did it the night before. It's like, why? Like, why?
Would you lie to me?
You know.
That's
Thankfully,
it,
Tesco had it. Like,
Tesco had it. How did you get Skyrim in that time? Did you get it that day or did you wait?
I got it. No, I ordered it online.
Yeah, there you
Amazon.
go. Fucking could have probably ordered it off Game on.
Paid the same price as Game, but got a new copy from Amazon.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's again, it's all about price, isn't it?
Yeah, paid the same price, got a new copy, but could have had it there and then from Game, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
so, you know,
it's kind of like I'll pay more if I want this right now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying Game is entirely like they do good deals and they do things.
I got my PlayStation from Game.
Yeah,
because it was the best bundle.
Yeah, 100%. And
I was fine with it.
I've bought most of my collection, I think, from Game, but just
although to be fair, when I bought it online, because I told you I was like texting you, I was like, I'm gonna buy a PlayStation, and then it didn't work. And then the next day I tried it again, and it still didn't work. And it was like the third day, like the 4th or 5th time of trying, it eventually got through. I don't know, something to do with availability or some shit like that. I eventually got it fucking purchased.
Yeah.
And then I still fucked me about, do you want to collect or deliver? And they wouldn't recognize my address and all this bullshit. It's like that online storefront that they have is not great.
No. I had a great experience with them when I got Horizon as well. Like they just had it literally sitting there for me.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, so you did manage to hold my pre-order this time."
Yeah.
So,
you know, I'd say you never really remember the positive experiences you have with these places. You're normally kind of going, "Oh, that one time they fucked me over."
Yeah. So I mean, I bought my PS4 from them.
Yeah, was it good?
It was a great experience that day.
Yeah, you know, like
the guy couldn't have been more helpful. And actually, he actually couldn't have been any more helpful because my console came with. I was looking for Resident Evil and Ratchet and Clank at the time, and he was like, "Oh, we have a Ratchet and Clank and Overwatch bundle." He goes, "But if you want, you can buy it, buy the Overwatch and Ratchet bundle, and then I will give you a high trade-in value for Overwatch and take it off Resident Evil."
Yeah,
he's like, "You can have Resident Evil for like £12." I was like, "Let's do that." Couldn't be more helpful. Sold.
Grand, 100%. Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's pretty good. Like the time I went, like it was pretty positive. When I picked up my PS4, it was nice.
But that's what I mean. I like having the experience.
Yeah.
You know, online shopping's great and all, but I like that face to face. You know,
I could live without it.
Really? I mean, yeah.
Because sometimes, if you do get a positive experience, and like the time I got my PlayStation 4, that was nice. Your guy was like, "I'm just gonna check it. Everything's here. Yeah, white PS4, sweet. All your games are there."
You can have bad retail.
And he was like, "There you go, enjoy." And I was like, "Thanks very much. I will." And I walked away from it. But I was kind of like, all I wanted to do was open the box. And I was like, had this been like delivered home? I love that experience when I come home at the weekend to like home.
There's a parcel.
And there's a parcel sitting there and I'm like opening. I know what it is, but it's still so cool opening.
I know.
And seeing what it is. When I got my bow that time, I knew exactly what it was. It was sitting there. It was like 1:30 in the morning.
What about when you got all your computer? Like you got all of your computer.
All these different parts coming in. I was so psyched, like, you know.
Amazing.
It would have been cool to pick. It would have been fine to pick those up in person. I picked up the RAM in person, but it was like, it was having all these toys together.
I think online though, it's like it's more convenient.
Yeah.
It's on a whole more or less cheaper.
Overall cheaper. Yeah.
Overall cheaper.
You'll find the odd deal in stores that are cheaper, and the idea of that is you get that one thing cheaper. But they're hoping when you come into the store, because you have to come in, you're going to see shit like HMV. Like whenever I went, I seen fucking mugs and keychains and stuff, and I picked those up because I wanted them, and that's how they survive essentially. But I think as things go on, like Amazon are fucking developing drones to deliver shit to you within like a couple of hours. The more that happens, like
the more it's just going to be an online only kind of thing. Yeah. I mean,
retail will exist for. I mean, like what you do.
Yep.
You need your daily. Supplies.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not just speaking because I work for the company I work for, but if there's one company I am 100% sure is going to dominate in the next 5 years, it's the one I work for right now. They are like completely on the up and up. It is ridiculous what they're making at the minute and how much they are killing competitors. I talked to Paddy, he used to be on the podcast, and he works up the street as well, and he was just like, your store down here is just crippling Armagh at the minute. He was like, there's nobody about the time because everybody comes down here because everything is cheaper and no store around the area will lower the prices to compete. They keep giving out about, they're doing it cheaper and, we're not getting any retail. But they're stuck in this time warp where they just will not lower their prices to compete with us.
They probably can't, or else they can't keep the lights on.
That's pretty much it, And I love it. I love
You're cleaning up. Like, you're hitting your marks, you're hitting your...
Yeah, we're getting the top fucking seals each and every week and we're just constantly destroying the competition.
That's
and I
love
that
feeling.
I love it.
But this is it. Like, I mean, like Home Bargains is a business that Christopher may or may not work for. But like, like you go in there because you need your, what do you call them? Your necessities, your day-to-day needs, like food, drinks, toiletries, all that stuff that you need. Like, that's not stuff that you're ever gonna. I know Amazon do this pantry thing, and like you can get like Tesco stuff delivered. Like,
it would be rare that I would buy anything like that ever from.
It's stuff like you need to go up and get the milk.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
you need to get the milk, you can get the bread, you can get this. That's the thing though, especially with our store as well. So many people come in to just get the milk and the bread and the thing, and because of the way our marketing works, like they'll leave with like
bunch of
10 times the amount than they everyone didn't spend.
That's it. That's why shops do. They, like you place the stuff. Obviously know all this sort of stuff. Like the high value items at like eye level and stuff.
And the thing, eye level is buy level.
Is what?
Eye level is buy level.
Nice.
The thing that that Home Bargains as well are pushing more and more and more is this thing that obviously customer service is their most important thing, but if I forget, it literally has just slipped my mind what I was about to say.
Dude, you should know this. You work there.
It's not to do with, but I mean, if you can create that experience for people, like they're going to come back. And we have online as well, and people can click and collect and have it sent to store.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That is excellent.
I know. And we're trying to push that more and more towards.
Because you used to, you sell some, it's actually something I noted down, big ticket items.
Yep.
So like, you sell TVs?
Nope.
Maybe not, but you sell like patio furniture and like beds and shit. Like you sell big ticket items, stuff that you don't really buy online.
No.
And the fact that you can do click and collect is actually a fucking massive.
Yeah, because we've seen the warehouses in Liverpool like for our stores, and like there's so much there that you obviously cannot fit inside the shops. We're the biggest shop this side of the water, and we can't hold it. You know what I mean? And
so you order it in. It'll be
just
there
order it in,
days.
and we'll literally have it there within 2 days for you sitting in the warehouse. It's so easy. Click and collect online again. It's convenient. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then you call down to pick it up, and you see something in store, and next thing,
that's it. But that is what the shops need to do. Like Game does. That's just what Game does. So I bought my PlayStation online, paid for it online, but I had to go. Collect. They could have delivered it for like a $5 or whatever, but I was like, I knew I'd be driving past. I said, I'll go collect it.
Yep.
That's to get me into the shop, and I might see something that I want to buy, a game I want to buy with it. That's what it's all about. And that is probably the best approach for a shop that is like based in like a brick and mortar shop.
Yep.
Like, let's give people online, make it as easy as possible to get them into the shop.
That's it. Because online is so dominant at the minute, all these other shops, you know, Sainsbury's, the Tesco's, the Asda's, the Home Bargains, you know, they have to literally fight for every single customer they're getting, because if they don't, like, I mean, it's so easy for people to go, I'll just get it online.
Yeah.
I'll just get it online.
I mean, I don't know. I know Tesco, and I know Tesco and Asda do like the online, buy online, and they'll deliver thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, and like that would be enough for me to go to either Tesco or Asda over the likes of Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
Because I can have that option. I'll probably never use it.
No, but it's there.
Yeah. I can check.
I like the option.
I can check what they have.
The thing as well, like, you know, whenever I went my training, one of the things was as well, we learned about this, about the whole online thing, and instead of saying to a customer, you know, if we don't have a product, you know, you can probably get it online. It was like fight for the customer, you know, ring around other stores, see if you can have it bought in from head office, from a buyer, you know, see if you can get it. And like, that's the things that's got to keep customers. Do you know what I mean? That's making the difference in keeping these brick and mortar shops open and people just going, you know what?
Well, we started with Toys R Us. Yeah. And I was reading about like just an article about why
their closure.
Why did they close? And it was like, you need 3 things to keep a shop open. It's like, it's convenience, value, and experience. Mm-hmm. So like they weren't given convenience because it was still, you had to go to the shop. There was no online. Value they couldn't do because they were just being undercut with the likes of Amazon. So like the last thing they had was experience, and like one of the higher ups from Toys R Us says like it was tough for us to give that impression of like what you guys do at Home Bargains, like, you know, working for the customer, because they're massive stores, essentially warehouses, like just like lined with toys. So people would come in, they'd go find the thing that they wanted, and they would look it up and see if they could get it cheaper online, and then they'd walk out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That must be heartbreaking for a store like that.
I mean, that's it, but if they needed, maybe they were gonna go online, but they needed to do that 10 years ago. Yeah. And this is it's capitalism means if you don't adapt, you die.
That's it. Like, so Sainsbury's have been bought by Argos, or Argos have been bought by Sainsbury's?
Oh yeah, something like
Argos
that.
were going out, Sainsbury's bought them, and now you can, like, they're bringing in all these different things that, you know, benefits that you have with Argos that you can now use with Sainsbury's.
Yeah, yeah.
If you have an Argos card, like I do, I can use it in Sainsbury's.
Yeah, that's just smart.
I can have my Argos items sent to my local Sainsbury's and pick them up while I get my grocery shopping.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I don't shop in Sainsbury's, but it's convenient.
I mean, if you that's the thing though. If you had the thing you wanted to get from Argos, I know you don't really love Argos either.
Not particularly.
But if you did say you managed somehow to get your Switch that time from Argos, and they said, we'll drop it off at your local Sainsbury's, if that's more convenient for you, you would have walked into Sainsbury's, picked it up, and you would have got, I'm going to get that bottle of drink. Yep. And I'm going to get a couple of snacks.
If I pick up a console, I'm going to get my snacks from my console.
Exactly. And if you're in Sainsbury's, you're going to get your snacks from Sainsbury's.
And every penny that they can make will count. So yeah,
exactly.
It's just a very fair point.
It's just smart, and that's the way that's what they should be doing to survive. And I think it'll probably work out. I don't ever think this whole Amazon like drone delivery thing is going to replace the likes of Sainsbury's and Tesco. They're just too big.
Yep.
But if it keeps them like doing things like that, making things more convenient for us and giving us better value, then keep fucking,
why not?
Keep at it, like.
But I mean, the likes of Sainsbury's and Tesco, they're in trouble at the minute. The likes of Lidl, Aldi, Home Bargains, B&M, like they're finding it so hard and then it leads you to think, like, what about the independent, you know, grocery
the corner shop?
Yeah, exactly, the corner shop. The Rices that we know, the Emersons, you know, the places they got. How, like, you walk into they're so dear, and you're like, well, they have to be, otherwise they wouldn't be here.
That's like the likes of them. They have to rely on convenience because like they're in smaller populated areas. Yeah, people, I'm just gonna run here.
I'm just gonna run in here and get what I need.
So much easier than going to Armagh.
But like the likes of the Emersons and Armagh, like that's not convenient. Like you have everything else around you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's regular, so that's what it is.
That's it, and it's brand loyalty essentially, and that'll work. You know, because if you're an institution that's been there for a long time, you've got trust. Yeah. You know, a lot of people might go, I'm not going to go to Home Bargains because I don't know. I haven't been there before. Yeah. I've been to Emerson's. Yeah. I'll go back in.
One thing I will say about us as well is we're starting to hit much more bigger brands are starting to come to us now with their lines, and they're being bought in. They've recently closed a massive deal with Xite in all around the north of Ireland, who we weren't being supplied with them until now. Punjana tea, Fian Valley milk.
So like your like traditional brand stuff, like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what it is. It's top brands at bottom prices, D, and that's
the slogan.
This is not an ad, but you know what I mean. Like it's crazy to think how other stores can even compete with the likes of like there's Pound World that are in liquidation at the minute, or Poundland or whatever, in big trouble because they can't keep up. Like they're a fucking Pound World.
Well, that's the thing though. It's a different. Like, Poundland is cheap.
Yeah,
cheap.
Yeah,
Home Bargains is cheap, but like
yeah,
you see more brands.
Yeah.
You see more quality stuff. I don't know, because I've been to the Home Bargains in Europe. I remember saying this, and I didn't like it. It felt like Poundland. But the Home Bargains in Armagh has, as I said, those big ticket items. It has quality stuff, and it has so much stuff as well. Like you go there, and you like there's things you just wouldn't expect to be there that are there. Like what do you call them? Not decorations, but like seasonal things. And like home decor, all that stuff. Like that's really handy to have.
They're branching out, man. Soon it's going to be a one-stop shop.
Because it can accommodate that. It's very fucking massive.
I mean, the alcohol that Home Bargain, the price they can sell alcohol at the minute is ridiculous. They're selling WKD for 39p at the minute.
I'm gonna call down.
You know what I mean?
For my WKD fix.
Well, we don't have an alcohol license yet. Cookstown is the only one.
Why would you do that to me, Chris?
Cookstown and Larne, I think, are the only two in the north.
The big two. You should get one.
But I mean, I'm for our wedding, I will more than likely be sourcing my wine directly from Home Bargain's warehouse.
Why not?
Because
you got an in with the owner.
It's a top quality wine, and we can get it at like
low prices.
About $4.50 a bottle cheaper than I can get it in
wherever
the
else.
local off license. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
you should do that then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's throw another little bit of discount towards that way. Like,
say no.
Me, like it's crazy. Like
But this is it. This is the way it's going.
Yeah.
And like shops like that are going to do well.
100%.
And it's good for us. That's at the end of the day. It's always. I think it's. I'm never going to get too upset about the likes of Toys R Us closing.
Oh no.
Because the reason they closed is because I wasn't using them anyway. Because they could get it cheaper elsewhere. Yeah. I can get it cheaper online. I won't be upset if the likes of, I don't know, Sainsbury's goes into foreclosure. No. It's because I'm not going there because it's cheaper at Home Bargains or it's cheaper at Tesco's.
Exactly, yeah.
So they're big businesses.
Yeah.
They have a responsibility to take care of themselves.
Exactly, yeah. The survival of the fittest out there. Man.
It's sad that Toys R Us closed because you have nostalgia feelings there, but it was mismanaged. Someone fucked up, essentially.
Pretty much.
And that's it. Unfortunately.
Online shopping. What is the biggest, just now that we're on this, what is the most you've ever spent online?
Probably the PC, so about £600 on different parts.
Yeah. I'd be around the same.
Also bought. Yeah, I think that's it. It. Unless you're counting like holidays and stuff.
No. I was just wondering, like, because just a random question.
Yeah,
throw in there.
About £600, I'd say.
I love online shopping. It's so easy.
I know. It's addictive as well.
It's very addictive.
Because you're kind of like, bought. You're like, how much should I actually buy there? It's like £200.
Yeah, add the card. Speaking of which, Amazon have their Prime Day coming up.
That's right. I was very annoyed about this actually because
coming up in 2 or 3 days.
Last Prime Day they had the PS4 at like £180.
Oh,
and I was like, I'll wait till then to buy my PS4, and then got to work around. It's like, nah, bad.
I'm gonna see what I can pick up. I think that's more or less us done that kind of main topic.
I may get a Switch if it's cheap.
Yeah, because I want to seg you into this.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna go on a spending spree. D. I am going to go on a spending spree.
Interesting, sir. Very interesting.
This weekend, I believe. Well, over the next week or so. I just have a good bit of dollar at my disposal. Yeah.
Disposure.
And I want to buy stuff. D.
Yeah.
And I want to know what I want to buy.
You want to know what you want to buy?
Yeah, I mean, I need ideas.
Oh, right. Okay. Buy.
I think I really want a Pip-Boy.
Buy a Pip-Boy.
Just for display purposes.
Yeah, yeah. You wouldn't use that really for function, I don't think. It's like, Chris, what time is it there? Hold on, I'll just check my.
You can get the Pip-Boys that you can use with the game as well.
You can, the companion app. That's
cool.
pretty badass.
It is pretty cool. Like
imagine using the stim pack like that.
Oh,
that would be sick.
It'd be so novel, like, but it would be so cool.
It would be so cool.
Oh, it'd be amazing. I don't know what I want to buy. I think I want to
buy yourself. I don't know, actually. I was going to say buy yourself a bunch of box sets, but you have quite a few box sets.
Yeah, I'm starting my Blu-ray collection now. I guess I could start with that.
Yeah, I did that once.
Speaker system as well.
It's a good shout. You got a lovely fucking setup at the minute with your TV.
I want to add
your desk.
to that, though.
A nice little sound bar.
Today on Amazon.
You got a little sound bar on that bitch?
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be sexy.
Yeah, I was looking at the Bose companion set. It's 2 like really sleek speakers at either side and then a subwoofer.
Nice.
Oh, it's so
you
nice.
need a subwoofer.
Yeah.
For your films.
So I might do something like that. I also want a headset, or not a headset, like a pair of headphones. I want a lot of stuff to.
You do.
Yeah. I don't know what to do.
I mean, if you have a bit of spare cash, like you might as well. Or
I could just go on a game spree.
invest it.
Invest tech.
Invest it in Investec.
I could just go and just be like, here's like, I don't know, like £200. I'm just going to go to CEX and just destroy.
But would you buy games?
I think so.
Christopher,
just to add
I don't
the
think
collection.
I don't think you're gonna be able to cope with the amount of games that are coming out. Let alone
I know.
more
Well,
games.
yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Maybe I'll just start pre-ordering all of
That's
those.
probably a good shout.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna start like sort of.
And then I'll have
looking
all my money spent by the time they come out.
Yeah, true.
I'll be like, oh no.
That'd be awful. Imagine spending all that money, but you have nothing like right now to have.
know.
That would be so tedious.
Talk to me about the games. The big run-up is coming
The
up.
big run up
Oh.
of games, Chris. It starts in September, so you have a month and a bit.
I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I'm probably just going to play Fallout for the next month.
Really? Yeah. I'm gonna have to rattle out a couple of games because there's just no time after this.
I don't think I want to play anything else at the minute. Fallout, Mario Kart, and then obviously I want to play Wolfenstein and Prey.
Nice, yeah.
Just to see what those games are like.
Yeah. No, you'll enjoy Wolfenstein for sure, and you can play it on Switch if you wanted because it came out last week.
No.
Well,
Switch.
Christopher.
Yes.
It all starts in September. September Showdown.
It starts with
September. Anyway, September 7th. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
And that's the start of it.
I know.
That is it.
Spider-Man.
After that, Christopher, there is nothing
Game
left.
$59.99 special edition.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
You picking it up?
Maybe because you get an art book, a comic book, something else, a steel
I like
book,
that actually.
steel book inside a nice case, and then you get
I need to see the steelbook.
I know. I
wanna
think
see
it's
the
just going to be
steelbook.
pretty bland with like the spider in front.
Maybe. That actually sounds pretty cool. Though.
Also, you get 3 different Spidey costumes
In game.
in game, and some
Actually,
other,
looking so forward to
something
the
else.
different Spidey costumes you can
No.
use. I like the one they went with. It's pretty cool looking,
Mm,
but I definitely want to try out like some retro-ish
I
ones.
know.
But yeah, Spider-Man is on September 7th. It's going to be massive. If you're a PS4 owner anyway, it's going to be
great.
It's going to be great. And then
Oh, you know what I might
7 days later.
do? Do you think?
Sorry, go.
Do you think it would be worth it for me to upgrade to PS4 Pro?
I don't know. This question came up on the It's Obvious podcast this week.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it came up.
I haven't
and
listened to them yet.
The recommendation was, I think it was if you don't have a PlayStation and if you're going to get one, get the
Oh
Pro.
yeah, you should get the Pro. But if you have
They were
one, should
kind
I
of like,
upgrade?
yeah, it's like, I mean, you have an influx of cash coming in, so maybe. But they were kind of like, it is good for sure, really, really nice. But like, you know, your games are still great. You know, the reason you buy a PlayStation 4 is for the exclusives, and the exclusives are still great.
Yeah. Okay.
So they were kind of
never
like, maybe don't. But you do have, you know, I think this guy didn't exactly have the cash to spare.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
kind of just like, will I not enjoy my PlayStation if I know the PS4 version is out there? And they're
Yeah.
like, probably not.
Yeah. Okay.
But
okay. Never
I
mind.
know.
Go on.
I am so tempted to get like the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X. Even though like I know for a fact I couldn't download the assets.
I
to
know.
play
I
them.
just want to have the best available.
Yeah.
You know?
You'd need like 6 terabytes of a hard drive just to fit all of those like 4K assets
know.
in, man. Speaking of assets, no, it doesn't make any sense. Shadow of the Tomb Raider comes out September 14th.
I'm
which
still
is-
clinging to something that they'll
They'll-
postpone that.
Yeah, I know. But if they don't, I'm still
Oh fuck! I have to play Rise before.
still guaranteed to purchase it on day one.
I will also be buying that.
So Spider-Man on it, I'm
Spider-Man.
guaranteed to get on day one.
Will you get the collector's edition?
Dunno.
It looks pretty cool.
Oh, does it? You like your collector's editions?
I just like having stuff.
I like having things.
You know, I like having stuff.
Then I'll tell you what else. Another game I'm definitely getting on day one. Again in September 21st. What do you think it is?
Oh, Red Dead.
No, it's in
Spyro?
October. Spyro.
Yeah.
Spyro.
Oh, right, that's
Reignited.
right. Yeah, Spyro. Yeah.
So those are 3 games that I'm guaranteed to get in
Yep.
September. So I'm already fucking poor at that
Yep.
point.
So it says what, 50 quid a game? It's 150 quid minimum.
Yeah. I
Just
think
like that.
Spyro is a little cheaper because it's a remaster.
Yeah,
I'm hoping it
probably.
is.
I'd like to think 30 quid.
Yeah, I would go at it.
Crash was 30 quid,
for
so
30
I'm running
quid.
off 30 quid.
Yeah, let's
the
go for 30
assumption.
quid.
Then
Then that's essentially it. Game wise, you're fucked. You're fucked right up the a-hole. If you're anyway interested in games, you're not gonna have any money left.
right. Go
That's
with
3 games in September, and we had October starting on the 2nd. Right. This is for me day one purchase. There's a lot of people getting interested in this game, but it's an Xbox exclusive, so it mightn't sell as extravagantly. It's Forza Horizon 4, set in Britain, looks fucking gorgeous, with weather systems, seasonal weather systems. I am so pumped for that game.
Oh, it starts in August for me, late August. Formula 1 2018.
I didn't write it down, but it is, yeah, it's there too.
I mean, I'm for sure picking that up.
Another for sure purchase.
Oh, good God.
So the 2nd of October, you have Forza Horizon 4. The 5th of October, you have Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which I'm not going to get day one.
I am, because I'm not getting Red Dead Dead 1. Dead 1.
Interesting. See, I haven't done Origins yet. I don't think I'm not gonna get around to it before these games hit.
Oh, definitely not.
So I'm just gonna leave it till I have time to play both, and then I'll play both, I think. Sound fair?
Sounds fair.
Okay, cool. Then another one. I don't think either of us are gonna get this, but it's a big game nonetheless. Black Ops 4.
Nope.
God, I'm not picking it up. It's online only.
Nope.
No time for that. No time for that shit. That's on the 12th. Shortly after the 19th, it's a big competitor, Battlefield 5V.
I will be getting that.
I might.
Campaign.
The campaign does look good.
I'll be getting, yeah. It's World War II?
It's World War II.
Oh, I'm getting that.
Yeah.
World War II is like my favorite of the wars.
Yeah, of the wars, it's my favorite. If you get it and you enjoy it, then I'd probably get it.
Yeah.
But if I don't hear much hype about it, I could leave that one.
Oh my God, D. Why is there so many games?
I know. And that's not even the big hitter for October, because as we've mentioned, 26th. Red Dead Redemption.
At least
2.
it's towards the end. Okay, maybe I will get it day one, but I'm not going to enjoy it. No, I will probably enjoy it. Look, I'm so torn with this game, D. It's unbelievable, because I had no love for the first one, as you know.
Yeah.
I've no real love for Rockstar. They're a phenomenal group, don't get me wrong. I just don't like the style or whatever.
They're just not your cup of coffee.
That's it. The only Rockstar game I've thoroughly enjoyed is Vice City.
Vice City, yeah.
And my God,
I have enjoyed basically all of their games.
That's fair enough.
So,
yep.
I am going to enjoy
Let
this
bygones
one.
be bygones.
I think
water under the bridge.
I'm getting that day one.
The reason I will get it day one, more than likely, is so I can jump on board the hype train and be able to keep up with what everybody's saying.
Or maybe so you could be a massive contrarian and sit and go, nah, shit. I played it, it's shit. These are all wrong.
Shit.
Fucking shit.
Fucking train robbing? Shite.
Then November hits, and it's a little quieter, thank fuck, but still a couple of big games. Overkill's The Walking Dead. The trailers look amazing.
Yeah.
I have heard the gameplay isn't quite as good
quite
as
up.
Yeah. What I've seen of the gameplay, it looks very State of Decay, which is not amazing gameplay, but the game mechanics I really enjoy, so maybe it'll have something. The 13th of November, Hitman 2. Not
sold on that either myself.
I am so sold on it.
It's hit or miss for me. Hit or miss.
Awful.
Yeah, sorry.
It's gonna have 6 levels at launch, so it's kind of not the same as the
the first part, the season 1.
Season 1 of the game, where it was kind of like a new level every couple of weeks. I don't know. I want to play the first one. I've heard it's great. I'd love to play both together, but I'll probably miss it.
Yeah.
Then the 14th of November is Fallout 76. So I imagine most Fallout fans will get this just to try, just to see.
I want it. But I can only play it here or Ashleen's.
Yeah, it's just not. It's not convenient, Chris.
It's not convenient. I mean, I'll probably buy it just for the power armor collectible.
I mean, I'd love to play it. I love like the 4 of us or the 3 of us, whoever has the game, could play online together, and we could just fucking dominate.
Bliss. I mean, we could do that. I mean, I'd be happy to pick it up just to do that.
Yeah, if we could sort it out, we could make it work. Fallout 76. Then the 16th of November. Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, which will probably be big games, but I won't get because I have a Switch. You might get.
No.
No. And then that kind of winds things down. December 4th, Just Cause 4. Actually, I think Darksiders 3 comes out in November. It was recently announced. I don't know if it's massive. And then the final big game of the year, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Bruh.
The 7th.
That's the 7th of December?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be my last big investment before Christmas.
Yeah, I think I'm going to leave. I'm going to have nothing to buy in December.
If you buy a Switch, you'll be buying Smash.
No, I wouldn't.
If you buy a Switch, you'll be buying Smash.
That's it for 2018.
That's fucking enormous.
But there's more. Because I went into 2019 just to see, Chris.
January. The start of 2019 is ridiculous.
January 2019, we have Resident Evil 2 Remake, which looks amazing.
Yeah.
It just looks class.
Resident Evil 4 combat with Resident Evil 2.
It's going to be epic. Kingdom Hearts 3, which is a really big game. A lot of people are anticipating that.
I'm picking up the remaster 1.5 and 2.5 on Sinker's recommendation for PS4.
Excellent.
Just so I can get into those games before.
Yeah. I mean, the gameplay for Kingdom Hearts 3 looks amazing.
I know. It just looks so joyous.
Yes. So I'm gonna get that game. I don't think I'm gonna play the first two. I'm gonna play this one and see what it's like, what's about. And then the worst date. Everyone picked this date to avoid the fucking October, November,
no.
cramp zone. So everyone has decided to go with February 22nd.
Yeah.
Anthem, Crackdown 3, Days Gone, and Metro Exodus, all on the 22nd.
Going out of those. I'm going for Days Gone.
Metro.
Yeah.
I maybe Crackdown 3, probably not Days Gone and not Anthem.
I think Sinker's gonna go Anthem.
I think you're right.
I'm gonna go Days Gone because he has no interest in it, and you're gonna go.
I'm gonna go Metro.
So we'll have a nice balance there.
Yeah, we'll have a nice
Crackdown 3. I don't think any of us really care too much about.
I'll get it because it'll be in Game Pass, so I'll have it anyway, and I'll probably play it. I'll play it. Terry Crews is in it. I'll play it.
You'll probably enjoy it too.
I probably will enjoy it.
Yeah, it'll be one of those games you'll be like, but then you actually enjoy it.
Yeah. And then March 15th is The Division 2.
Yeah. And maybe Tomb Raider if they fucking get their shit together and postpone it.
Push it, yeah. Because they could compete with The Division 2.
Yeah.
They can't compete with Spider-Man and fucking Spyro and Red Dead and Black Ops and Call of Duty.
This is an absolute behemoth of a fucking
behemoth
run-in.
But that is our run-in, Chris. You have plenty of money to burn, thank fuck.
And I just realised what I've been pricing at the minute.
Yeah?
I forgot to mention this to you. I'm pricing an original Nintendo 64 with Ocarina of Time.
How many dollars?
$100.
That's reasonable. Yeah, that's reasonable, I think.
Now, if I want like the...
Are you going to start a retro game collection, Chris?
I mean...
It's one of the most expensive hobbies out there.
No, I want Mario 64, I want Mario Kart 64, and I want Ocarina of Time.
I want all of those things, but I want to be able to play them on a Switch.
I know.
It's a slam dunk, Nintendo. Just do it. For me.
Fuck's sake, you know what they released there during the week? Carnival on Switch. Nobody wants that, and it sells at like 40 quid.
Yeah.
Like Carnival for 40 quid on Switch, when anybody would drop any amount of money for like Ocarina, Mario 64, Star Fox, any of those classic games on Switch, ported to Switch.
People
would pay mega.
I would pay full price for each of those games to play them again now. I'd buy a Switch for them.
I haven't even played Ocarina D, but everything I've watched and everything I've heard about it being the greatest of all time, 99%.
This is why I want to be able to play it on like modern hardware.
This is why so many people get into gaming for that game, and I would love to own a 64 just because I want to own a 64. GoldenEye is another one.
Oh yes,
you know what I mean, and just do that. Now there is rumors that Nintendo are going to do the 64 Mini, and if they do, chances are all those games are going to be on it.
Yeah,
no doubt. So. I mean, I might just wait and see what happens, but I like the idea of owning the old consoles.
No, yeah, that's a cool thing to have, for sure.
So I don't know. I honestly
that up
don't
on like an
know
old
what to do.
CRT TV as well. That'd be fucking cool.
Yeah. Be pretty sweet. I don't know what to do. I have a lot of money to throw about at the minute, and it's a dangerous thing.
That is a dangerous thing though, because there could be some impulse buys that you later regret out of that.
Like a tattoo.
Yeah, like a tattoo. Crush your forehead.
Yeah. Switch for life. The Switch Master Race. Yeah, so kind of just it's all over
up and about.
Yeah. At the minute though, Fallout 4 is what I'm concentrating on. I'm finishing watching The Office, and then I'm going
again.
I'm finishing season 7 now, so I don't have far to go.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take into the Pokemon Indigo League.
Nice.
And then that'll be me. Free as a bird.
Free as a bird. I have to finish. I only got like 3 episodes into Westworld. I have to get back into that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do the Twin Peaks full dig right through on the new season as well.
Phenomenal. Maybe whenever you get to the finale of Twin Peaks, I'll come around and watch it because I still haven't watched it.
Oh, have you not?
No.
You know, I haven't a clue what's going on.
The final episode.
But then as soon as we do that, we're going to jump into the new season.
I'm all up for that.
And tear through it.
I'm all over that.
Over that like a rash.
Nothing else really coming up this week of noteworthy mention.
No.
We do have the big studio move.
Yes.
Keep up to date. I mean, if anybody gets this far, keep up to date with that on the social media.
Oh, and there's timestamps below. Yeah, so you can skip back to the start.
That's it now.
Yeah. It's obvious I've done that so many times.
Yeah.
We started this week, they were like, timestamps. There's timestamps there. And then I looked, there's no timestamps, Chris.
Yeah.
This just says the timestamps are coming soon.
I think they
lied to me, Chris.
They're getting a bit like us, yeah.
They lied to me.
But yeah, big studio move coming up this week, so we're going to be kind of all hands on.
We're going to redesign the studio as a vault.
I mean, I'm all for
Possibly.
that.
We'd be fucking epic, like.
Or definitely part of it is a vault anyway.
We're really into Fallout right now. Oh yeah, that was it.
Fallout's just a really cool thing to be into.
What vault number would you do, Chris?
I think 111 is quite original.
It hasn't been done before.
112 maybe.
Rules off the tongue.
What's yours? What's the one that's of great significance to you?
I just immediately, whenever it asked me to give like a 3-digit number for the vault in Fallout Shelter, 815. 815. Didn't hesitate for a
even
second.
Think of that.
But I was really into Lost at the time, so.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, 815. Would you do 815?
I would do 815.
That would be our vault.
Vault 815.
Yeah.
Oh my! Would you call it 815 or 815?
I would alternate.
Yeah, so would I, depending on how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, welcome to Vault 815.
Yeah.
Na, 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 na.
It's like Vault 101, Vault 101.
No, it's never 101.
Vault 111 or Vault 111.
It's 111.
111. You know what I mean?
It's 111, and that's it.
So
That's
815 would work.
815. By the way, that opening monologue for Fallout 4 in the black and white, the whole war never changes. Like, I had goosebumps watching it.
That's in every Fallout game, by the way.
Just that monologue?
Just the war never changes. That is consistent across Fallout.
Yeah, but obviously that one was unique to Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Class.
And it is. It's goosebump inducing stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're really into Fallout at the moment.
Super into Fallout. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been another pleasurable week in the Xite Gaming Podcast. Thank you for joining us for what was episode 56. Do get in touch with us throughout the week over on our social media. Find us on Instagram at Team Xite, Twitter at Xite Gaming, and we also use Facebook from time to time.
The odd time, it's occasionally there.
So you can follow us on those platforms to keep up with what we're getting up to, and then head on over to the YouTube. Well, let me think. If you've watched this on YouTube, you can find the audio-only version over on any podcast hosting service. And if you've listened to this podcast, which I doubt many people do without seeing the video.
We haven't put the audio up in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, I doubt many people do.
But if you do,
find us over at youtube.com.
And subscribe, and you can get all our other videos that we do, Let's Plays and other little...
100%. A bit behind in those at the minute, but only because there's just like a million and one things that it seems like we have to do, and we just keep postponing it. Really nice time to finish up on, Z. It's only 9:15 tonight.
Oh, nice. That's really, an early one for us.
Yeah, it's very.
There have been many podcasts where we've only begun at 9:15.
I know.
So that's nice.
Gone are those days, D.
Yeah, we are more efficient now.
Thank you for joining us on the 12th. Remember the 12th of July. We'll see you all next week. Bright-eyed and bushy tails. Goodbye and God bless.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.